So it's been a little while again, always ends up happening. Originally I planned for this series to be 2 hour streams in the evenings. They're still only going to be 2 hour streams, and I'm going to do them on Tuesdays till we finish it. Because Tuesdays I'm not always available. So I figure, for Tuesdays it's a little bit better. Just because I can do the 2 hour streams one week, and then the next week if I'm not available I can continue doing that. Who the fuck did I write sleazy for? Oh, I know who. Right, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna call him James, because he makes me think of James from Team Rocket. Alright, cool. Continue. I think they're both exactly the same. We are on Chapter 10. 11:41 PM. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Child's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. This time, Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Alright. Just having some coffee. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, okay. Damn it. Well, Cecil makes some comment about what it looks like Lynn's doing. There's a dead body. I should talk to her first, I think. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Hey, there you are. What kind of greeting is that? And shoving somebody's poor soul out of the way like that. I gotta say though, no matter where you go, somebody always seems to turn up dead. Yeah, usually it's her. Sorry about that. Who is it this time? Is this the Justice Minister? Yeah, the man who signed the order to carry out Detective Zhao's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Oh boy, I wonder what happened this time. Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Zhao still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute, did you say but? I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanella arrested Detective Zhao? I can't believe it! Inspector Cabanella would never betray Detective Zhao. Just so you know, Detective Zhao himself said it was the right thing to do. Well, yeah, it technically was. Anyway, I'd better take care of the Justice Minister here. Right, and I have lots of questions for him too. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. If he doesn't regain consciousness, we can't talk to him afterwards. That is a big pen. Emma! Oh, excuse me. What? Alright. I'll do as you say. I had an idea for his voice, I would have forgotten it. Not everyone gets a voice. This is terrible. Why doesn't she answer? Alright, calm down. He's having a heart attack. Medicine. Probably nitroglycerin pills, I assume. If it's for his heart. Those are the only pills I know that people have to take for their heart. There's probably others, but... And... dead. Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up. He's a contradiction. A contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. Oh, I don't know. To me it looks like he could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. Sidestepped that one, didn't he? It's rewind time. No need to think too hard about this one. All I have to do is get his medicine to him. Pretty simple. But there's one more thing that concerns me. What was that telephone call the Justice Minister got all about? It was right after that his health took an instant downturn. I've never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man. I think you better stop there. Telephone? Emma! Oh, excuse me. Forgive me for... Oh, hang on, I gave her a voice. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister, that I can't do a woman's voice. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Amelie's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. What? My daughter? Is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Hear for yourself. Papa, help. I'm gonna be killed. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. Ah. And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police. Is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. I can't quite remember exactly, but I'm gonna stay here. Can always go back to the start if we ever need to. This is terrible. A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means. but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Oh, it's a really fun game. It's probably one of my favorite games from when I was younger. That's why I've made the extra step to give as many characters as I can voices, which is difficult because I have one voice. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I'd better do something about that medicine. But it's a really fun concept, having only 4 minutes to save people before they die. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person. Yeah, maybe they accidentally called it someone else. They didn't want the Minister of Justice, they wanted the Minister of, Transport. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? Now I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. I don't think I gave this other woman a voice. I didn't. No. But I don't think she's even going to answer, so it doesn't matter. I vaguely remember how to save the water, but I can't remember how to save these pills. What are they anyway? So this medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap. What a shabby excuse for a man. Huh? He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. This used to be a DS game, and it was, like I said, it was one of my favorite games. I played it a bunch. I pretty much knew it inside and out. Not that it's particularly complicated, but, yeah, it's super fun. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. I don't remember exactly how I think it's fine if I can save just the water, but and I remember how to do that. Something else around the room. Oh, hang on a minute. I think I remember now. He needs to have his little spaz attack. This is the only issue with the game, is the waiting sometimes when there's nothing to do but wait. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to get thrown to the other side of the room with this medicine. And for now I just need to wait for him to... There we go. And so now... Raise the arm. I think. Or can I just swing this? Oh, I can just swing this right now. Nope, not enough! I think I might have stopped that. It's not a problem. I can always go back. I think I did that wrong. Yep, I did. Hang on. Ah, damn, if I really gotta go back from the beginning. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Thankfully it's not the longest, but yeah. So if we just sit here... Oh, it's okay, it's not quite from the beginning, it's from the phone call. Oh no, it is the beginning, never mind. Oh no, it's from that phone call. Okay, that's actually quite nice. I thought it was going to be from the beginning of the whole thing, including the first phone call, but it's not. How'd I lose? In 3 seconds he's gonna die, and I failed the puzzle. Because I moved this around. I don't think I meant to. I think I need to keep this as is. Rocket. Yep, that's right. Now, go in here and... Oh, really? Still not quite in place. Because what I need to do is I need to have this sword swing, knock the medicine back onto his thing, but I can't quite remember how. That won't do anything from there. Problem is, we don't have much time at this point. It's you're on a very strict time frame. What even is that fruit? Oh, it's a melon. I'm gonna let it time run out, because I don't know if there's a trophy for this one. Some of these are trophies I'm gonna just go back for. For now, raise that up. Because I need to get up here. So if I undo this anyway, nothing. I'm on the right track with this. That needs to be on there to give it a bit more reach. The problem is that it's just still not enough. Oh, I can reach that. It's on this side. Raise that up. See if we can turn that or spin that. And I can also undo this. No idea if that did anything, but I've done it. Oh! Ooh, hang on. I think it's coming back to me. Okay, he's dead now. I think it's starting to come back to me. No, there's only the one path. But it's just getting the puzzle right, and I need to make a ramp, and I think I remember it now. So for now, I need to get this knocked over here. There we go. I do need this to lift up, because I need to turn this. Do this. To knock that down. There. Collapse that. Could be on the wrong track again, but I've just got a vague memory of this. Lift that up. So now, we drop this, it makes a ramp. The problem is it takes too long, so now he's gonna die. Yeah, once that happens, he's dead. Okay. Wonderful if I could look around while I'm in Ghost, but I can't. Because that makes a ramp, then you can launch it. The problem is it doesn't go far enough. Can you do anything with this paper? No. A lot of the puzzles are just trial and error, because you can actually, well, when I say there's no branching paths, there kind of are, but they're paths that go the wrong way. Like, I could have, when I answered the phone before, or was listening to the phone call earlier, I could have done it wrong. Like, I could have I'd followed the phone call to the other location, and I'd then be stuck because there's no way to get back, and that's all we needed to go. So there kind of are branching paths, but it's branching the wrong way. I'm having to mash L1 in between me doing anything. Nope, that's it. Okay, wow, okay, so you do not have time for that. That has to be something later. I have to knock it back there right now with the sword, but I can't see how. We just don't have reach. Unless... do we not need to go over then? Maybe we don't. Hang on. Let's just try and save his water for now. Yeah, Danganronpa's really fun. The only branching stuff to it, or stuff you can do, is in between, the murders, where it's a bit of a, sort of almost, what's it called? It's got a bit of, did I do it? Oh. There we go. Okay, we've saved it. We've saved his water. I thought I had to do this after, but I had to do this first. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him. Alright, so it's just a fate change. As I was saying, yeah, the only real thing in Danganronpa that you get to make choices with is... really, it's just the, This is by Capcom, so yeah, it makes sense that there are some Ace Attorney sound effects. They are the same company. No, I can't get it to move in such a way that I can reach. That's the same about Danganronpa, the, sort of dating sim-esque aspects can. But otherwise, once you get to 3, however, there is actually a branching path mechanic. I got it by accident. It's only during the class trials, but there are 2 different paths you can go. They both have the same outcome, but it was interesting to find. The Minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the Minister was drinking the water. I should start over from the beginning. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. I realized my mistake. Thankfully, it's not very long here. There he goes. Now we reach for the water. There we go. And I need to stand into this picture. There we go. I say stand in, go into the picture. Not quite. Now I can. There we are. Oh, I hit the wrong button. How do I... oh, it's circle. Just don't remember what speeds things up. There we go. Spin that, and then I can get into this paper when it's closer. There we are. And now we're over here. And now we have all the time in the world we need to send this over. Okay, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. If the Minister's going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead. But I don't want to use my head! Oh, don't give me this music, it makes me feel like I'm on a time limit. I'm not. Well, we have all the time in the world, really. Let's see what we can do here. First things first, we do need to drop this bit down. So I can spin. Aha! So that one comes off. this. Drop this. And now we have our ramp. Only problem. Medicine's not on that side. However, there has to be a way to get it there. As I drop this now, we'll move that melon. Maybe back. Move the melon. Nope, okay. So yeah, that's some kind of reach. Oh, that spins a weird way. Why does it spin that way? But I can also grab onto this globe. But I've got the right idea with the ramp. It's just getting the medicine on the right side. Where does this swing again? That goes the right way that I want it to. What doesn't? What are we thinking? That looks really good. If only the medicine bottle was under that swing, I bet it would go flying, but to the wrong side of the room. I'm starting to follow a plan here. Well, I'm glad Cecil is, I'm not. How's he doing? He's fine. Alright, we've done everything we can from here, so let's jump back. Now, where's it going to put me after the fate change? Hey, be nice and put me somewhere I actually can benefit. Thank you! It is stressful at times, but yeah, it's also really good. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. Back when I was obsessed with all detective investigation mystery shit. Lift that up. If I turn that and spin it, we'll move a different way. Okay, we've knocked that side down. Oh, okay. Zone is pretty light. Once the notice drop this, no getting it back. So I think I've got right from here. Let's see what happens with this one. Oh, but I can roll this. Aha! Oh. So much on roll. Alright, well, I've already stuffed up by putting it down there. I think I'm starting to get an idea. Because we can make a ramp. No, not a ramp, but with that one urn in the center, I can then drop that globe on it once I drop the whole thing down. And I can, if I can get something on there like this medicine, I can then catapult. I hate that I have to raise these arms every time. Okay. Roll that. Oh, I think I already know it now. I think I remember it. In fact, I'm almost positive I remember it. Drop that. And we need to go back. It'd be annoying. It's so annoying I can't reach that. Drop there, which is convenient. Go back. Lift you. Nope, I need to turn you. This is the turn. Drop you. That'll cause that to land perfectly where we need it. And then... swing! There we go. Don't question it, Minister of Justice. Just... your medicine's back. Also, I get he was having a heart attack, but if you... he's gonna give himself an overdose. There, the Minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe he even took too much medicine. But if he really needed it, he could probably crawl to it after he's had the water. Such a greedy man. Huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Oh, cut the guy some slack. There, see? He's alive! No, not more singing. Hey! There we go, I got a trophy. Avert faith without any deaths after the final featured. That's why I'm trying to avoid any deaths, because there's trophies. But I'm trying to get this first run through. Ooh, that was a lot of work. I mean, I can always go back for it, but it's easier if I can get him the first time. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope you learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. Here he is. And so, the Justice Minister is now back to life. But the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, our Lady Detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, Detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was a confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you, I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. But what? So please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Now, I've often wondered this with this game. So we ended up here after he died, when Jowd rang here and... oh god, what's her name? How have I forgotten her name? When she answered. And we talked to her after she found him dead. Now, Jowd and her, terribly, it's so annoying that I can't remember her name for the moment, they both can talk to us because they've died before. Do they still remember what happens in that alternate universe where someone died? Same with the Mr. Minister guy here. Does he remember? Well, he will remember his death, but they don't ever really acknowledge it. So... let's ring... oh, I'm gonna ring Capcom. Capcom, I have a question for you about a 10-year-old game. When he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Trick time! And I'm over here. Let's see. Nope, okay. Oh, but that got her attention. I was thinking I could maybe jump to... Cecil, there you are. I was thinking I could, while it swung, jump to the globe and then jump to her. It sounded like the Minister is being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight. And he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? Lynn, that's her name. I told Lynn what I had learned about the kidnapping. By the way, Lynn, what is a kidnapping? Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still. That's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. I don't think you understand what blackmail is, Lynn. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister, then? The poor man. I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me? Oh, right. Sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? No. Lieutenant Dan was pretty fine. I'm surprised that isn't that heavy. I would have expected it to be heavier. I have as much as I can. I've got a little list here for certain characters that I've given voices to. Sadly, I haven't been able to do the Blue Boss in a while, who I have sounding like shit Pilaf. But I've got shit Johnny Bravo, shit Bob Ross. I haven't put shit in front of all their names when I've written them down. I'm just saying this shit because they're not very good. Well, I decided to with this game because it is one of my favorite games from when I was a kid, so I thought I will put the extra effort in and try to give them voices. Which is also why they're shorter streams, only like 2 hours. What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question. Were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing. There's ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. So now I'm a dream, eh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Oh god, he's having another heart attack. He just took like 50 pills. Does he even have any left in that bottle? Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Amelie. But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Yeah, but then his daughter dies. That's what he cares about more. Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? Trick time! Now let's talk to him. I think that's what I have to do. Hit it there. We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? No, I've never seen you before. I'm not gonna turn on a camera and have her facing my ass. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If it were a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Now I'm wondering, are there any men who've done, like, you know, booby streams? I know that some did that whole, when that meme was going around of people doing cooking streams in, like, maid outfits. There were some guys who did it. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. Oh, and when there was that whole, well, there were booby streams. Like, there's the whole term of booby streamers, which were the girls who had, like, you know, who were focusing on their looks rather than the games they were playing. But, what else was there? Oh yeah, when that whole hot tub stream was going around, there were also a few guys who I think did their own little version of that as a joke. I think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. No, I don't want to talk to her. Oh, thank you, the two of you. Don't you think there's something fishy about this kidnapping thing? Fishy? I mean, the demand is to carry out an execution that was already set to be carried out. You might be right. Oh, that's okay, thank you. Are you talking to somebody again? No, there's no such thing. No such thing. I'm a realist. I'll never believe in them. Not in the existence of ghosts, not in this escape from prison, and not in this kidnapping. This realist is running away from several very real facts. At high speed, too. Anyway, let me try and find out more about this kidnapping. I wish I could do a woman's voice. It would make it more interesting for Wendolyn or any of the other characters there, or women who are on screen. After all, I know where the kidnappers are. Oh, that's right, you have their telephone number. I think I'll go see what these kidnappers look like. I mean, it's Jesse and James from Pokemon, basically. YMT2369. I really should pay the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. Are you asking me, Halfway Channel, or Offbeat Gaming? I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Yes, we will save. Continue playing. Chapter 11, 12:10 AM. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jowd to be carried out tonight. Oh shit, hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. I just had a phone call. Just catch up on what everyone said. pizza. That sounds interesting. Anyway. Sorry about that, yeah, I had a phone call. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. A pickle pizza with peanut butter, okay. That's something. What took you so long? My voice for her that I wrote down was Rakshata, which no one's going to know if they've not watched the dub of Code Geass, but that's how I imagine her sounding. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant sound, and it took me forever to shake them. And now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. These are the two I was saying remind me of Jesse and James in a way. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle, so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face. Right, my dear? There. See that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. See, because I know the voice I'm trying to do with this woman, I can hear it in my own head as I'm saying it, just vaguely. But if no one knows what it's meant to sound like, it doesn't work. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. I am by no means good at voice acting. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Just wait till we get back to Jowd and I can do shit Bob Ross again. All right, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. Or not, I'm gonna sleep instead. Beauty killed the beast. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. That's good. I got past the first act. I don't recommend watching my stream because you don't need to see my folly of spending like 30 minutes trying to find the last mask, forgetting that I had it in my inventory. I just hadn't opened the box that it's in. Let's see. We can open this door. Like that. Did that do anything? These puzzles are interesting because you can't make a huge mistake, because you can't rewind time here. There we go. Can we swing this? We can. There we go. Bring this down. Well, I guess I need to get to that crate. The music in this game is great. I don't know if they changed it from the original. They might have, but it's still really good. Okay, I have a theory that I need to burn that room. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Okay, I can't get to anything else from there. Oh, not quite close enough. There we are. Can I spin this faster? I can. I have moved the ball. Okay, I can use the ball too. Oh. I could slow this down, but where's the fun in that? Open that. did something. That's all good. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be live tomorrow for Weeb Wednesday doing Danganronpa 3. So that's there'll be that as well. But yeah, this is going to just be every Tuesday when I can. There's some Tuesdays I won't be because I'm busy. That's why I'm doing it those days. But thank you, you two, and enjoy your day. So what does lifting this do? Okay, it does go back down, okay. There's that lighter there, but I can't reach it or do anything with it. Ah, I think I see what I need to do. Just my imagination. So if I spin that faster, that'll ignite, that'll get on that candle. Let's launch this one too, just why not? We did have to do both. Just my imagination. It took too long. Camera had to recenter. There we are. And if I spin that faster... Oh, okay. I need to make it burn brighter. Come on. There we go, got it. I meant to mention this, I don't know if I have yet on any of the streams. There is a game like this as well that sadly isn't as good. It's called Murdered Soul Suspect. It's somewhat similar. You're a dead person having to solve mysteries, including your own. The problem with that one, it's less of a puzzle game. Well, it's got some puzzle aspects to it, like solving the mysteries. But it also has a problem of, they felt the need to put some combat in it, and the combat is not very good. It's basically just, there's enemies that you have to sneak around and you can only defeat them by stealth, and they will insta-kill you if they catch you. And it doesn't really add anything to the game. There's a lot of games that do that. Unnecessary enemies. Just my imagination. Could you imagine this game if you also had to then avoid enemies that you're having to catch? Like, the most there is having to lead Jowd around, but that's still a puzzle. Anyway, here's the girl. It's the wrong girl. Good job, dude. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Just my imagination. No shit, she's back. What's with the fun... What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady? More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. Well, what?
I apologize, little lady. I am the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, Beauty? Why here at this girl's old house?
Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location.
Oh, I see.
It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk?
Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone.
You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. Awfully relaxed for a kidnapped victim. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house. What's going on here? Oh, we can talk to her now. What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. I'd better ask what happened. One moment. Sorry about that. Let's talk to her. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile! I'm sorry. I'm not Missile. My name's Cecil. Cecil? My name is Camilla. Camilla? So it is her. I mean, who else looks like her? I know all kids look the same, but... So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, Sissy. Sissy, eh? Terrible nickname. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Tempsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah. Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Tempsick Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. It was all me. Guess where it was? I don't know where. I'll pretend I don't know. You know? You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. And about Camilla? This is your old house? Yup, this is where we lived, until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad... He's going to die. And it's all because of me. What? Because of you? What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is... a detective. No way. Don't tell me your father is... Detective Jowd? That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. Yeah, sure, let's just make this child bring up some bad memories, why not? It was Mum's birthday that day. My mum and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mum. I set up that contraption. I can use this excuse to have some coffee. I must say, pretty smart kid coming up with a Rube Goldberg machine like this. Bang. Mom! Mom! What was that noise? We already know Jowd's shitty boys. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. It's a pretty wild story. I mean, it's Japan, so I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. Was she also a happy little accident? I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. She can hear you, Cecil! Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Cece, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Cece. I don't know why I'm changing it to Cece and not Sissy. I guess because Cece is closer maybe to Cecil. I don't know. Sissy is calling someone a sissy. What took you so long?
I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. I'm starting to almost think this voice is closer to a pirate.
We're leaving this place right now.
What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here?
Yes, and he's the one who chose this location.
I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of this deal.
Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong.
Alright, as you wish, beauty.
I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Man, she's tall. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. And the next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Alright, we're leaving.
Pardon me, little lady.
The way it looks like she's been folded in two. Coffee. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? Probably. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sum of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? They might. Alright. Chapter 12. 12:25 AM. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Zhao's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. Like I said, all kids look the same. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Yeah, I think he can hear us. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Gah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. I should probably write down his voice before I forget it, because I definitely will. Because I already stuffed it up a minute ago. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't it mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? He has a point. Oh, I think this is meant to be Johnny. Woo-wee, hang on a minute. Hoo-ha-hoo, woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Sorry, I say Johnny is meant to be the detective. Yeah, here he is. Johnny's just his shit voice. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanela. Hoo-ha-hoo. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. That's quite the bow. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried... I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, Lynn. That's just a happy little accident. Lynn, please don't apologize to me.
Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time! You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. What's with these guards' hats? And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. Who and hoo-ha. 1, he was given the death penalty. And 2, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? Hoo-ha-hoo. If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? You know, the power went out and the cells all open. Maybe that was why. I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So are all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is the spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles that they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. I like how he was meant to be the king, but he ended up being Johnny Bravo. Not even a very good one at that.
That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective Jowd,
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
but... Meanwhile... My poor Amelie, is she alright? Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is a dream talking to me in my head? Wait a minute, Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me, my wife. It's, complicated. You're separated. It's not that complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart, what with him being so busy. Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. No, I don't want to talk to him. Here we go. According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers, they were lying in wait for her. But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh? And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead. Like I said, all kids look the same. Apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Alright, You asked her to bring the music box. Camilla. Nope, I'll talk to you. Can I talk to Jowd? Yep.
So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about kidnapping.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible. What's their demand?
They're carrying out of your execution tonight.
Ha ha ha. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple.
Why not?
You're not gonna quit. Well, I guess you already know Lynn's died. Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla.
What? Camilla?
Checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No, it can't be. I can't make it.
I can't do a loud, angry sort of like version of my shit Bob Ross.
Happy little accident. No, it can't be.
And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering, and she's going to lose her other parent. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? That murder 5 years ago.
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. Came home from work, she went in first.
Previously, 10 minutes ago. What was that noise? Zow Jow sound.
I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them.
So a little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move.
An impossible move. Maybe an illegal move like in chess. Power of the dead.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. It was just a happy little accident. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right? Right?
That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Well, we think she does. We don't know for certain. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd. Still time before dawn. A little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right, that was an antique gun I had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
The other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid? I'd have called it a cherub. I mean, I guess Cupid is technically a cherub.
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around.
Sorry about that, my ear was itchy.
Somebody made a change to the contraption design and then manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
You're a detective. I don't think you... Well, I guess he's trying to protect his daughter, but... I guess technically, I mean, she's a minor, and it was an accident. She probably... I mean, it wouldn't have been good. It would have been shitty for her. It would have been a hard life, but... She wouldn't have gone to jail. Adjustment to the scene. What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, hey? Come to think of it. Yeah, it's not there. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture.
You know, a detective probably shouldn't be, manipulating a crime scene, but sure, whatever.
I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. One thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
It was Cheech and Chong. So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it.
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh? No one questioned when the man turning himself in for a crime handed what could maybe be evidence to another detective and said, "You keep that a secret."
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details.
Did he dig the bullet out and replace it with one of his own from his gun?
When I was all done, I turned myself in.
Because if the gun's an antique, the one that shot her, so by the looks of it, it looked like a musket, so it wouldn't be an actual bullet, and it wouldn't have had any, I mean, if it was smooth bore, it wouldn't have had any ballistics on it. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Tempsick Park. Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
Meanwhile, Inspector Cabanella's here like, "Fuck they talking about?" Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Cecil, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. I feel like I've got the harder job here. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row Inmate.
A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something.
But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you. With a special seat just for you, baby.
And I guess we better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. Hoo-ha-hoo.
I want to save Camilla. in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it.
The funny part about giving him this voice is that the murder of his wife was quite literally a happy little accident. Well, maybe not a happy little one, but an accident nonetheless. Ah, see my old friend, in more ways than one. Hoo-ha-hoo. Oh, what say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please, don't bow down to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? How did we get him here in the first place? Did we walk him here? The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Please show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row Inmate. Trick time. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now. But I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about the kidnapping somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here. I know what I have to do, but I need to talk to you first.
Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost.
Yes?
I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation.
Gee, detective.
For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to a chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? I feel like my voice for him is starting to turn more into prompting. I never actually heard him speak, really. Alright. It's this one. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. We're the center of the universe. Alright, can probably get through one more chapter. Chapter 13, 12:51 AM. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. I just realized her head looks like a rosebud. My darling angel! Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. What a good parent. It's one room.
I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter.
Can a child buy a lighter? I guess depending on the country. But that's no reason to go out this late at night.
But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to the feverish passion of my darling angel. So it's meant to be Christmas, apparently.
Mama,
Yes, darling.
let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight, Amelie. I'm a bitch. Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Trick time! We have a lighter. Oh, that was easy. The phone! I do wonder what year this is meant to be set in. She's using a typewriter, but that just might be her personality, and they've still got rotary phones. Amelie, I told you, you couldn't call him tonight.
Why not?
Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels.
What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? She could easily reach that if she stood up on her bed. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father.
I hate you.
I can hear you, you know. Ooh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Amelie can call. You got a lighter here. Already. Mouse. Got a valve. Does nothing. Bit of frayed wiring. Another latch. Hoist. Chandelier can do nothing. Book can do nothing. It's a dictionary. Anyway, now we have to keep it. I better not put out the lamp right now. Pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone. I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Would this be considered animal abuse? Well, well, well. Having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. I hear my cat. Hang on 1 second. Sorry for that, he's just begging for food. He's a cat, they do that. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Back to my novel. She's more powerful than I thought. It looks like she tipped the wall she tipped the wall candelabra to one side too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Anyway, more animal abuse apparently. Did we kill it? Oh heavens! A blackout at a critical time like this! Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. That's interesting. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kind of thrills, thank you. Why is the match head green? Lady, you're drinking... Okay. Alright, I think I see the way to do this one. Oh, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Tippity-tap-tap. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious, but now that the room has changed to this, maybe I can use it somehow. Yes, more animal abuse. Okay. Nothing with that. I thought maybe there would be. I don't know why, I thought we had to light the rat's tail on fire or something, maybe not. What a naughty chandelier! I might just be misremembering. Do I have to watch her do this? Because the whole thing is we do that and then we can... Such insolence! Can we not move while she's doing that? Okay, interesting. This lady is surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. Guess I'm gonna get serious here. Make it burn brighter. Is it insolence or insulation? Whatever. I'll look it up tomorrow. Can't burn her hair? Okay. It's really weird that we can't move while she's cranking this back up. Okay, so we don't need to do that. Let's see, once it's burning its max. No, it makes no difference, okay. Don't know why, while she's doing this, we can't move, like we're stuck there. Can't reach anything from here. Turning that valve does nothing. She will react to that if we make it chime again. Oh goodness, look at the time. As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. Speed of light's distance. Yeah, no, it's distance. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, eh? But this won't buy enough time for her daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. Yes. Well, we can bring this down and that will distract her, but we can't do anything when it does. Look at this dictionary. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? The poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. What do you mean? It is on the bookshelf. So yeah, we can't get over there. Doesn't look like we need to. The fact that we cannot move while this is down is really annoying. Oh, I wonder. If we have her look in a certain spot, will she notice the dictionary then? If we bring it down the right way? Like, what if we bring it down there? Oh! Never mind, we've caught her in it. Amelie! Amelie, help me! Huh. Okay, apparently I got it on the second try. Got a trophy, sweet. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Here is to the weakness of my darling angel. I didn't even know there was a trophy. I can't remember half the secret, well, I say secret optional trophies. They're all ones I have to just go back for in the future anyway, if I miss them. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Can we never torment her by burning her? No, we can't. But they knew I had that idea. If I recall, when Obla said she didn't like the dark, I don't want her thrashing around any more than she already is. Better not put out the sniper right now. Okay. What I need to do is get... Oh, I have an idea. What? What is going on here? Amelie, look! Do you see this? Help me, please! Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. And now I can reach this. I think if I make this spin, will I reach? No. Oh, I was right about the rat's tail. Okay, so we do burn a rat's tail. And then that will light that wall candelabra. I did remember right. I remember old Peter got mad at Battlefield 3 because in the campaign there is a QTE where you have to stab a mouse. I'm surprised I didn't get mad at this, because this is meaner. What in the world is going on here? Okay, at least the tail's out. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Oh, don't you dare, Amelie! I won't have it! Oh, whatever, doesn't matter what you want. Hello, Papa. Amelie! Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, alright. My stubborn mother is kinda tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's alright now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. Oh, ain't that sweet. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Amelie. Get me the fuck down then! I thought all you ever did was write those weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all.
And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
What? No, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that.
Oh, okay.
So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, do you think you could let me down now?
You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now.
Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Is it the end of the chapter, or...? The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Good, I was hoping for a bit more, because we're not quite at the 2-hour mark. Surprisingly, the minister's brow was still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in the deep depths of despair. Well, like he said, even if it's not his daughter, it's still another child being held hostage. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. Ha! I didn't even do anything. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace, until the prison van arrives. Take time. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We know about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator.
Was this?
That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Zhao.
Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know?
Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Manipulator. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Zhao.
Right, they don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison.
There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common.
They do they? Tell us more.
I could never get a voice for that guy. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible.
Possible?
The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition.
But how could that be?
The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Carbonella has been studying these cases.
He has he?
Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the Inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective.
Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that.
My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake.
What?
You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Carbonella can hear this too. Oh, his hair looks very interesting from the back of his head. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Carbonella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. And this is why he's not wanted no one near him since. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document's something. No, I must sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't really remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of a Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Carbonella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it.
If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out!
I can't remember what I did for her angry voice. It's only one time I had to do it. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So for somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead, I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk clan. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from! Inspector Carbonella. This manipulator is a ghost. A departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Zhao, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too.
I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you.
I mean, the gods can't either. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Hoo-ha-hoo. I gotta take a shit. Can't imagine what he's leaving for. This is Lynn. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help is needed, Cecil. I almost gave him Zhao. Cabanella's.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Trick time. Oh, I need to do that. Okay, Park. I wonder if the name gets changed from to Thames Park after this. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off toward Tempsig Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Zhao's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Makes the most sense. Save my place. But that is where we will end for today. Like I said, these are only going to be 2 hours at a time, which is what they were before I just changed them to this time. And yeah, like I said, these are going to be Tuesdays. It's not going to be the longest. I think we've maybe got, I don't know exactly how many chapters are left, but each chapter seems to usually take around roughly 30 minutes, which isn't very, it's not too long. It's pretty good. It's a good amount of time for them to take. What was I going to say? Yeah, so these will just be Tuesdays when I'm available, because some Tuesdays I'm not. So I don't know about next week. I won't know till next week whether I'm free that Tuesday or not. But yeah, so they might just be fortnightly for now. I already know exactly what's going to replace this once it's done. But yeah, tomorrow will be more Weave Wednesdays. We'll be continuing Danganronpa Week 3. We're up to the investigation and class trial for chapter 3. I think there's only 5 chapters. There might be 6 chapters in 3. I think there was 6 chapters in 6 episodes, whatever you want to call them, in 2 as well. In 2, not 5. So yeah, we're roughly halfway through, probably after this one tomorrow. But yeah, well, halfway through the story. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.